about restoring it. They have restored it from the declaration they have in Finland. Biafra has been restored. Biafra has a currency, it has been existing, and so many countries recognize Biafra before they handed over to Nigeria. So I'm telling you, the issue by which the Biafrans raised their hand to fight Nigeria or to secede from Nigeria in 1967 was the single fact of marginalization. That they were left, they were not included in heads of affairs of Nigeria to kill the children of Biafrans. And that is the fact, that is why you see these people coming up again. Nobody will tell me that there is anybody in Nigeria that is more Nigerian than an Igbo man. An Igbo man has passion for civilization. That is why wherever you see an Igbo man, he will be there, he will buy land, he will develop. Is it a good thing? No. It's not a good thing. And we cannot be living like this, because that alone encourages insecurity. There is lawlessness in the land. There is lawlessness in the land. The Nigerian government did not take the issue of Biafra serious. They waved it with a bare hand, and it has come to haunt them, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop, and that is why you see every day, even when you try to resist these people, they keep gathering momentum. When you lock them up, you lock 50 of them up, 100 of them comes up. When you kill 50 of them, 300 of them come up, and they are giving birth to children with the same ideology that they are slaves in Nigeria, that Nigeria is not their home, that they are second-class citizens in their very own country. And let me tell you something. No, a man from the eastern part of this country who mean well for his life and that of his children and generation will tell you that Nigeria is a home, safe of a place to live. No place is safe in Nigeria. If you go to the northeast, the issue of Boko Haram. If you go to the west, herdsmen, vandalizing, rampaging, killing, raping our mothers, our sisters. Our bushes are not safe. The prices of goods and commodity has skyrocketed to high heavens.
So Biafra is the way forward.
That's sure. The Biafra has been declared, and you will see they are following it up. It is better for the country to come back to its sense. Gather these people now.
How that do you see Biafra coming to pass? Because we've been talking about Biafra several years.
Yes.
Since 1960 Biafra.
Yes.
4 years, like 3 years ago, some years ago Biafra.
Yes.
But it seems that it's not coming to pass.
Let me tell you, the Biafra has existed as a country for 3 good years.
Before Nigeria existed.
Before they surrendered to the entity called Nigeria. And as I'm telling you now, they are about restoring it. They have restored it from the declaration they have in Finland. Biafra has been restored. Biafra has a currency, it has been existing, and so many countries recognize Biafra before they handed over to Nigeria. So I'm telling you, the issue by which the Biafrans raised their hand to fight Nigeria or to secede from Nigeria in 1967 was the single fact of marginalization. That they were left, they were not included in heads of affairs of Nigeria. There were no place in the government, there were no place in the political arena of Nigeria. That is what Effiong told them when he was handed over Biafra to Nigeria. That was Obasanjo. He told them that these people, children, will rise up if you don't treat them well. That you think that Biafra has ended because of the brutal marginalization, the brutal killing of Nigerian children, the starvation. It has not ended. What will end the Biafra quest is inclusion, love, integration. You must reintegrate these people. And Nigeria said no, that we will continue in our evil way to kill the children of Biafrans. And that is the fact, that is why you see these people coming up again. Nobody will tell me that there is anybody in Nigeria that is more Nigerian than an Igbo man. An Igbo man has passion for civilization. That is why wherever you see an Igbo man, he will be there, he will buy land, he will develop there, he will enhance the place, he will bring development. It is their culture. It is their culture that you see Nigeria looking at. Do you know what happened in the East? It's barely 50-something years. Do you know the kind of destruction? Do you know the kind of carnage that happened in the East here? But do you see fine buildings? Do you see everywhere being developed in as much as the government is not helping matters? But people have been able to industrialize the East. People have been able to bring factory, to bring technology, to bring science. Educationally, they are top notch. So why will you want to? Why will you remain in an enclave that does not care about our love?
Biafra must go.
There is already Biafra. Right. It's just for the inhabitants of this geopolitical zone to absorb it in their subconscious mind that Biafra has come.
All right, now thank you, Mr.
It's just that the federal government, not the Kalo is that federal government of Nigeria has bribed Kenyan, which is the place of what do they call it, Obama. That is why their contract with Nigeria, every cement you see in Nigeria is from Kenya. So they have a interaction with Kenyan. That is why they are doing injustice.
For business?
For business partner, yes, that's what is happening now. So they did it in favor because of what they are gaining from Kenyan and the international politics. Yes. So Simon Ekpa, they have called him, they interact with him. They say they are still doing investigation to know whether the allegation that Nigeria brought, whether it's wrong or right. So it's not like this place that they will bring him back. They don't allow courts to take its course before they will now execute whatever thing they want to do. Proper investigation. So Simon Ekpa is at the right side. They even know that he's at the right side. So they are just beating about the bush. I know that by the grace of God, judgment will take its course.
What's your thoughts on Biafra?
Oh, that's the savior of, in fact, division. I'm an agitator of division of this country. Let me say it open. I'm not afraid of anybody. If I die today, I won't die tomorrow. So if they feel that saying the truth is what they will kill me, everybody will die. So what will save this country is division, secession. So if they like, let them delay it. Surely come to pass. Nnamdi Kanu told them that he will win them in their own court, and he has won. They have given judgment. Let them release the young man so that they will be free. The court of judges stand for justice, equity, and fairness. Then why is it that the equity, justice, and fairness has taken place? They don't want to execute it. That is injustice, and it's bouncing back on them. They are not at peace, so despite that they keep Southeast uncomfortable. We know that they are sponsoring all these things, killing people everywhere. Nnamdi Kanu has told them in the court that if they release him today, that there must be peace in Southeast, which we know that is real truth. Why they don't want to release him? They want crisis in Southeast, suffering people, killing people. I know that God will judge them. They don't know. See, they will be dying one after the other. From now to next year, you will see how they will be going down. Because we know that Almighty God of Israel is...
I begin to kill people, commit nuisance, embezzle people's phones, victimize people. You see, I become an elder statesman.
So these people weaponize poverty against Nigeria.
That is the tool the Britain use.
The politicians.
Our colonial masters, this is what they pass over to them. This is what they pass over to them. It's a very great tool. It's a tool you use in manipulating people. A tool of hunger.
Well, we are talking about reverse politics now. Let's not digress.
Okay.
Okay, talk about Fubara. People say Fubara is not obeying the rule of law. These are merely are still the constituted House member of Rivers Assembly.
The people that defected
the bill. They didn't defect it. No court has pronounced that they defected.
Must they pronounce them? These people on their own personally pronounce themselves.
APC.
An APC member. I don't understand. Is it a court that will pronounce you who you are? What's your name? You are Peter. Is it a court that will pronounce you that you are Peter? I don't understand. Somebody who willingly pronounce himself he's no more member of a political party, that he has affiliation with a new party, and you are saying you have to wait for Nigeria. Let me tell you, Wike has been able to buy the judiciary, and that is what he is also trying to teach Tinubu. That is why every state there is election, they win. APC win. There is no state that have lost election where APC has a candidate that have lost election. After this very, let me understand me.
Thanks to Wike.
Because Wike has been able to build, you see what he built for the magistrate court, everything, their houses, everything. That's what they are replicating in Abuja. They are replicating in Abuja. They have trampled democracy. There is no more justice in the land. The justice system has failed. There is no, we are in an autocracy, anarchy. We are no more, there is no more a country. That is why when you tell me that why are these people doing like this and doing like that, well, a hungry man is an angry man. Nigeria has overstayed its importance.
It's at expire.
It has. Let me tell you something. As a Nigerian, what are you proud of? A pastor the other day was making a recount of the ordeal he went through at the embassy.
Yes.
That he was going with his in-law, and this one had a US passport, the other one has a German passport, and they were treated like human beings. And when he brought his green passport, it was a shame. It was like, neither here, come here. They were like, it's such a shame. Wherever you pronounce yourself, you are in Nigeria, you become an object of mockery.
The solution of Nigeria is the way forward.
The solution, Nigeria, I know, it knows it has expired. Just like a goose that has expired. No matter how you want to rebrand it, change the carton, change the waterproof, the labeling, the content in it will always tell you it has expired.
We should separate.
So, my brother, so thank you very much. Create that state of hopefulness that something good will come out of Nigeria.
There's no hope in it.
There is no hope for Nigeria. There is no hope at all. And I'm always saying it to everybody who cares to know. This time you have to look out for your neighbor. You understand? There are people who are in turmoil, who really need help. Who really need help. At this time, we extend it to them, no matter how little it is. At this festive period, we shouldn't be so much selfish about ourselves. You understand? Once we have something to eat and that our families have something to eat, at least we should extend such gestures to people who also need it in our midst. This time around, thank God, you hear what is happening in Finland. Nigeria government have kept silent over the Simon Ekpa case. Why? Because the day they pronounced that the Finnish government arrested him, there were so much jubilation in Nigeria, and in our in the atmosphere. The Nigeria government was like they should repatriate him and bring him back to Nigeria. But the case with time, many things are unfolding. And you can see now that you don't hear about this case again in our local news. You don't hear about Simon Ekpa again. If you're a sensible somebody would imagine, why is this so? Why is it that our mainstream medias are not, trying to bring up that issue of Simon Ekpa again? It's very simple. The fact that the Finnish government told Nigeria government to bring case against this very man. If you are claiming he's a terrorist, produce evidences to prove. So we will nail him and imprison him. The Nigeria government they are running away from reality. And what I'm hearing this morning that the Finnish government has sued Nigeria to ICC. So this is what we are talking about. Whoever that is trying to tell you that Simon Ekpa is the problem of the Southeast, the person is lying. The person is lying. I want to tell you this, the problem of Southeast are the people who Nigeria government killed in cold blood. These are indigenous people. These are Biafrans. These are innocent children. They were mauled and killed unjustly by the murderous government of Tinubu, by the murderous government of Buhari. And wherever you spill blood, it's not really easy to, remove yourself from it. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is strong. And this blood of the innocent Biafrans that were hanged to death in their indigenous lands,
Homeland.
they have come up to fight. And that is the unrest you are seeing everywhere in the southeast. With that of the state-sponsored terrorism that is going on.
Well, talking about that, last week there were Nigerian Biafran flags in the cities and in the villages.
Yes.
Because there are Biafran flags all over, saying like this.
Yes.
It's not Nigeria. There's no Biafra for now.
Yes. So that is to tell you that the Biafra is an ideology. You understand? If people will still have the conscience, will still have the audacity to bring out or flag any flag of Biafra in any territory of Biafra land, that's to tell you that you will not stop their quest with gun and bullet.
So